Good morning. Welcome to Primal Academy, and this is our Fit50 Plus program. I'm Lou, and I'm going to guide you through the next just about 1 hour of movement. And have a little bit of water with you. As always, please clear your nasal passages. You want to be able to breathe fully and clearly through your nose as best as you possibly can. So just give your nose a little bit of a toot with some tissue and be clear on that, and then we'll get started. Okay, standing up tall, everyone, arms by your side. Let's just lift the shoulders up to the ears, lift up, tuck your head down, take a big breath into your belly, and fully exhale as you release the shoulders. Now, we want to keep the shoulders down and keep the top of the head moving up. So we want to be that buoyant, long neck. All right, you're going to bring your right hand onto your belly. Your left hand is going to go onto your back, and you're going to breathe into these spaces. So when you breathe in, you distend the belly a little bit and even the space in the back, more in the front than the back. And we take a few moments here to breathe deeply in and out. So we try and keep this chest area calm. Breathe really low and deep right into this belly space. This is going to engage your diaphragm and give you that big, deep breath. And then you're going to bring your hands to your sides, and you're going to try and breathe into the sides of your body with that inhalation. And the exhalation, the hands get a little bit tighter into this space. All right, arms down by the side. Let's just rock our weight a little bit side to side. We're going to roll off our feet. And then we go flat onto our feet and keep the rocking motion moving a little bit side to side. And then I'm going to stop that rocking motion, come back to center, lift the shoulders up again, take a big breath, and then lower the shoulders all the way down. I'm going to turn the head to the left side. Get a nice big stretch and come onto center. Turn your head to the right. Stretch that out. Come back through center, look up as far as you can go, keep your lips together, and then drop ear to ear with slight movement side to side. And you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come to center, go the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, stretch that out. Let's go one more time. How far can you go? Back to center, other side. All right, back to middle. You're going to look down, chin to chest, and again, rock the head side to side as you peek down to the floor. And some side to side movement. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more time back to center. Okay, good stuff. We're going to stretch it out just a little bit more with some assistance. Tuck the left arm back. Turn your head to the right. Drop the ear to shoulder and then hold on to the side of your head. Slight little bit of tension added here just to create more of a stretch. And then we're going to start to look down. Oh, that feels nice. Some mornings I wake up with a little bit of a stiff neck. No particular reason, I don't think. Well, I'm sure there's a reason, I just don't know what it is. And then I'm going to look underneath the underarm on the right side, and this feels really good. Let go of the tension, and then bring your head back to neutral. Tuck the right arm behind you. We're going to switch the sides. And this time I'm going to look to the left, keep the right shoulder down, hold on to the side of your head, look up. A little bit of added tension, and then I start to look down, look through the underarm, release the tension, and then bring your head back to center position. Good stuff. Let's lift the arms up to shoulder height and move through the fingers a little bit, piano key fingers. Then we make a fist, open. Now you want to squeeze the fist tight as you open the fingers wide on the other one. A lot of people have challenges with this one, even opening the fingers up, creating the separation of the fingers. It's really important to be able to do this. As much mobility as we can manage and maintain throughout the course of our life, the better we function and use less energy. So open wide, squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze. And then both squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze, open. Good job. Okay. Rest the arms a little bit, and then we're going to move through the wrists. I'm going to hold on to the right forearm, open up the hand, move the hand from side to side, up, down. So up and down, extension, flexion. Take it again to the side. So you move side to side. And then all of that turns into a rotation. Both directions. Both directions. Okay, we switch. Other side. Extension. Flexion. Extension. Flexion. And then we do a bit to the side. Extension, flexion. Rotation. Other direction. All right, bring your hands together, palms to touch, elbows locked into the side of your body, and then figure 8 rotation. Keep your hands together. Try and create a rotational movement as much as you can here into the wrist space. Keep the wrist very, very healthy and keep vital fluids around. When we do this work, it's a little bit different than stretching. We're actually moving very vital body fluids through all these spaces. I'm going to go in the other direction now. This keeps your joints very, very healthy, allows you range of motion when you're doing regular daily movements. Okay, then move the whole arm into it. Into the shoulders, into the elbows, again, rotational figure 8 type movements. Other direction. And we're going to lift the elbows up a little bit higher, and then we move through our wave. Again, this wave-like action. Great job, everyone. Slow it down, Christina, slow it down. Do not race. Nice slow wave-like action. Other side. All right, that's it. Nice and slow. This is how we figure out the full range of motion. And then we come back to the neutral position. Okay, we're going to move the shoulders a little bit differently. Some the same, some a little bit different. You're going to take the legs a little bit wider. I'm sure some of you have done this. You're going to push one shoulder forward. Come back. Push the other shoulder forward. Let's just do a few of these. So you're pressing the right shoulder forward. This creates a bit of a rotation. Again, the other side. Patricia, this is a really good one for warming up for golf, for rotation. So think about when I'm doing this, I'm also creating this rotation. And you can really exaggerate this a lot. So not only is the shoulder going forward, but I'm also creating a little bit of upper body rotation. So eventually what you're trying to do is take the one shoulder completely in front of you, and then the opposite shoulder. Now, if you notice, I can't go as far on this side. I just have restricted range of motion. So it's good for me to know that I cannot do the same type of thing without my entire body moving. Much easier this way, not so much this way. And then back to neutral position. Okay, good stuff. Let's lift the arms up. Overhead slow circles. The arms are straight, the elbows are straight. And we come across. Do a couple of these circles. Come to neutral. Now we open. And when you open the arms wide, remember we're avoiding extension here. Spine straight. Arms open, 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 open. Forward to cross. Open, open, open. And then cross. Okay, drop the arms down. Take the left hand, bring it high up on your chest. Right arm is straight with the thumb facing up. So thumb facing up. I'm going to start to reach up. Go as far as you can go without pressing the ribs in any direction. A little bit further, then you go back. And back up again. Really stretch this out. And full range of motion as much as you can do. One more up. And drop the arm. We're going to switch. Right hand high up on the chest. Left arm straight. Reach up. Stretch that out. And then come right back down. Go behind you. And then up. And then down. Okay, one more. Good stuff. Okay, shake the shoulders out a tiny little bit, and then we'll do some shoulder circles. Again, arms locked by the side, lift up, back, down, and forward. Rotational movement in this direction with the arms straight. Nice big sweeping action. And then we stop and go in the other direction. So up, forward, down, and back. And shake that out. Okay, right hand goes just behind the left shoulder. Hold on to the right elbow. Give that a bit of a tug just to stretch it out. And we switch, left hand on top of the back shoulder, or right shoulder here, and then we'll hold on to the elbow. And give that a bit of a tug. And then we'll release, let that go. Okay, let's take the hands up, elbows wide. So we want to get very expansive across the collarbone here, across the chest. Take the arms wide, look up, take a big breath, and then you're going to roll those elbows forward. Tuck your head down as you roll as much as you can. Touch the elbows onto the thighs and then come on up. Control the movement. Open, nice big stretch, and then you go right back and repeat. Roll. Super good for spinal health. Up and then down. And one more up. We're going to do one more down. And one more up. Okay, we're going to be doing a little bit of upper body rotational movement. Now, the ultimate challenge here is actually to do this with your feet close together and the legs really close together. Now, if that challenge, if the balance is too challenging, you're going to take your feet a little bit wider, okay? And that's totally fine. And then eventually just bring them closer, bring them closer, bring them closer. I'm going to try and do it this way. So again, what I'm going to do is take the hands above just behind my ears here a little bit. Now, the hands do not push the head forward. the head pushes the hands back. And then I'm going to tip to the right and then look up. So I'm not leaning forward just yet. I'm going to just tip to the right to warm up the space. I'm stretching out the left side. Come back to center. Do a little bit of a tip to the other side. Wardrobe adjustment here. There. Back to the right. One more time to left. Okay, this time I am going to go to the right. Now I'm going to lean forward and do that rotational movement. This is very challenging to do with both feet and legs together. You try and exaggerate the movement, you lean forward, you go to the side. Okay, I'm going to come to center, hold, then go to the left, and then go to the other side. And we try and get as big of a pattern here as we can. One more. And back to center. Good stuff. Okay, pelvic tilt. Legs a little wider, bend the knees, bring your hands onto your lap. Arch your back a lot, take a big breath. When you exhale is when you contract your abdominal muscles. Straighten out the lower back a tiny little bit so the tailbone here tucks under towards the ceiling. Tuck the tailbone under, then you release the tailbone, and then you tuck. Release it, and then tuck. Okay, back and forth. As much range of motion as possible. And try and isolate this space right here, or right about from here down. Not so much movement in the upper back. Okay, I'm going to do the last one. And then come on up. Okay, good stuff. We're going to move into our hips. Take your hands to your side. Legs go a little bit wider. Let's rock that motion side to side. Roll off your feet. Keep the shoulders on top here. So we're not tipping or leaning. Full control. Shoulders stay right on top of the hips. Good balance. Now bring your feet flat and continue the same movement. Find that range of motion. And then let's circle it out. Again, do this slowly. Full range of motion. We send the hips back. We go to the side. Press the hips forward. Over to the side and back and around again. Hips forward. If you want to squeeze all the stuff in the back here to push your hips forward. And other direction. Okay, good stuff. Back to a neutral position. I'm going to bring the feet just a little bit closer in. I'm going to stretch out the foot, the top of the foot and the toes. So you're going to lift your heel up on the right side, crunch the toes under slightly, put a little bit of pressure into that space. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So from the side, it kind of looks like so. Switch to the other side. Start at 0. Bend the knees slightly, work your way up to about a 3, 4, 5 roughly. We hold here for about 30 seconds. We just want this space to open up. We want to let the blood flow move in and out of the joint spaces and the toes. Switch, let's do the other side. Okay, we're going to do the other side with a lift and then an internal rotation. Bend your knees slightly, and now we're stretching more to the side of the foot. Again, this awkward little position here. Not too much, just enough so you feel a stretch here without any discomfort. Well, you might be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's okay. Come on up. Externally rotate. Again, we open up here like a book, and then I press a bit more firmly for an external hip rotation and this flexion through the foot to stretch out the top of the foot. Come on up, internally rotate, press the heel out slightly, bend your knees to about 3, 4, 5 on that tension level. And almost there, another 10 seconds or so. Okay, now we lift. One more external rotation, external, external. Bend the knees, stretch this out. And then come on up, neutral position, move the foot around, move the toes around, and we switch. Okay, other side, lift the heel, internally rotate, bend the knee, press the heel out slightly. See how this side feels compared to the other side. Always good to check the left and the right. And then we come up, external, 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 external. I'm tight right in here when I do this, and then I bend and stretching out the top of the foot. If you ever cramp up, just come out of the position, move your foot around a bit, and then slowly go back into it. Cramping is very common when we first start to do this movement. Any new movements are vulnerable to some cramping. Lift up, internally rotate, thigh to thigh, bend the knees, press the heel out. Lift up one more time, externally rotate and bend both knees. Good job. About 30 seconds of holding, stretching out this connective tissue in the feet. And then we come up and move the toes around on that side, move the foot around, and good stuff. Okay, all done. Have a sip of water. We're going to get into our 20 minutes of cardio movement. Once you're all set to go, let's just start to march, please. I'm going to put our timer on. A bit of a... Okay. 20 minutes. Start right now. Let's get moving. Marching position, and we just start to move. Arms and legs moving. I put some old tunes on that should be pretty good. Some old Michael Jackson, some old Jackson 5. All right, let's pick up that pace. Let's just get going. 20 minutes, get the heart rate up. Keep breathing as much as you can and as long as you can through your nose. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice big breath. 1 full minute of just moving, getting warmed up. All right, I'm going to go to the back of the mat and then walk forward and back for the next 45 seconds or so. Walk front to back. Look straight ahead. March your way front to back. Keep our gaze straight ahead, maybe even slightly elevated high. Keep our body upright. Good stuff. A few more seconds. And we go back to center position for a reset. Little side to side shuffle, side to side to side, side to side to side. Big steps, little steps, keep the arms moving. side to side. So the feet are coming together, side to side to side. Big steps, little steps. Mix it up between a big step and a small step. Little steps, big steps. Mix it up. And then we come back to center and we just walk or march. Arms move, legs move. Classic Saturday Night Fever. Here we go. One leg back, one leg forward, one leg back, and one leg forward. A little bit quicker now, maybe. Oh, what a classic song. You guys remember this movie? Do you remember this part where John Travolta is walking down the street with, I think he's got a couple of cans of paint? And he's got that strut the way he's walking. I think I was 16 or 17 when this movie came out. Boy, I wanted to be like John Travolta. I had the hair. I did have the hair at 16. Okay, back to center. Here we go. And then we do that. John Travolta march. But a little quicker. Okay, let's get the arms up, arms down. Arms up, arms down, real quick. Or somewhere in between. You want to keep the elbows locked so the movement happens through the shoulder. Twenty more seconds. Get those legs moving, arms moving. Great job. Big arm circle, right back to reset. Arms go to the side this time. So instead of going up, they're just going to go to the side and then cross. Good. Elbows are straight. All shoulder movement. 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. Side to side movement. Back to marching. Keep on marching, guys. You're gonna have to change something here. Keep going. There we go. Good stuff. Step out to the left with your right leg. Clap. Come back. Clap behind you. Step to the other side. Clap. Side to side. Fifteen more seconds. Back to neutral, reset. Let's pick up that pace. Great job, everyone. And then we're going to clap underneath the leg. Clap, clap, kick, and clap. Find the speed that works for you, okay? So you don't want to do the same speed necessarily as me. I'm going a little bit slower. Just trying to keep up, but I'm a bit less on the speed than maybe some of you guys. All right, almost there. And reset, back to march. Great job. Let's lift the hands up. We're going to kick and kick and kick and kick. Interlace your fingers if you like. There's another oldie, Spirit in the Sky. You know, sometimes when I listen to these old tunes, I'm just compelled to look it up and find out what year they came out. I don't know what year this came out, but it was a while ago. Okay, and reset. Great job. Keep on going. Okay, now we're going to move into a bit of a lunging type position. Right leg forward, bend your knees, and let's start to punch down, and then you punch up. So we're bouncing a little bit as we're punching at the same time. Up. Full range of motion, forward, and then down. This is arm work, okay? Not so much twisting necessarily. You can do a little bit. Up and down as we bounce. Bring your legs together. Reset. 10 minutes done already, halfway through. Couple seconds, we're going to switch the other leg direction for the lunge. Left leg forward, right leg back. Bend your knees a little bit. And then we punch this way, down to the floor, straight ahead, maybe up. Full range of motion with a little bit of bounce. I know some of you can relate to this as well. Some of these old tunes, isn't it amazing how you maybe haven't heard a song for years and all of a sudden you know the words? Or a lot of the words? Pretty cool. Memory banks still working, right? Our memory banks are still working. Okay, back to center, reset. Good job. Okay, I'm going to take the legs a little bit wider. Turn, punch, turn, punch, turn, punch, 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 side to side. So you're also turning your head. I'm facing you a lot of the time, but I do want to turn, look to where I'm punching to. When the legs are not moving, we want to double up the speed of the arms. Side to side, punch, 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 and punch. 20 more seconds. Now we're down to 10 seconds. Great job. And then back. Oh, classic ABBA. I was never a big fan of ABBA. Cute. Very marshmallow-like. I found it. Okay, take the hands behind your head. Try and get the knee to opposite elbow. Side to side, side to side. So a little bit of rotation here. Rotation kick, rotation kick. Side to side. Any amount here. I'm not leaning forward. I'm trying to stay up high, do a body rotational, a little bit of a crunch, side to side. 10 more seconds. All right, arms down, reset. Next movement, modified jumping jack. You're going to step to the left, lift the arms up, come back, step to the right, lift the arms up, come back, and then reset. And pick up your pace a little bit quicker. Bend the knees slightly, straighten. Bend the knees slightly, straighten. Any amount of movement here is a good amount of movement. 10 more seconds. Back to center, reset. Good job. Okay, this time, we're going to step to the left side and back, and it's only the left side. Left, left, left. Repeat. 45 seconds. We'll do this. We'll reset for 15, then we'll do the other side. Bend, come back. So it's a side lunge. Bend, come back. Same side. Super functional also for balance, because we're essentially balancing as the one leg goes off to the side. One more. Reset. 15 minutes, done. 5 minutes left to go. Pick up the pace for the last 5 minutes. Great job. Okay. Side. Other side. Twenty more seconds. Great job. Okay, back to John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Remember this one? Grease. Back to reset. I loved this movie. I actually had a crush on Olivia. My daughter is named after Olivia. Legs wide. We're going to touch, 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 and touch, side to side. You're going to touch the leg, lower leg, or maybe at the knee, and then swing with control as you shift side to side. Do you remember when this song played in the movie? This was the ending of the movie, when they're all out in that big park. All the kids are out dancing. I love this movie. Okay, back to center. Actually saw Grease on Broadway with Rosie O'Donnell. Okay, heel kicks. Right arm up. Kick back. Switch. Switch and switch. Heel kick. Heel kick. 20 more seconds. Arms down, reset, 15 seconds. Woo. Okay, couple minutes left to go. Right hand to the left leg, left arm up. Switch to tapping the front of the leg. Other arm goes up. Maybe trying to go all the way to the heel. So stand tall, kick the heels up, or the shin, or the knee, whatever works. Cool in the gang, yeah? Cool in the gang? I think this is cool in the gang. Happy to be your DJ for the day. Okay, arms back. This is our last minute. We've done 19 minutes of movement. Let's crush it out for the last minute. Oh yeah, this is cool in the gang for sure. Pick it up. I'm gonna let you know when the 30 seconds kicks in. "30 seconds starts right now. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds coming up. Woohoo! Nice sweat. 10 seconds right now. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, everyone. And done, done, done. Great job. Okay. I'm going to turn our disco music off a little bit. All right, gang, this is going to be floor work today. We're working our core muscles. Let me just get our program so I'm clear on what we're going to do. Okay. You're going to come down onto the floor, and I'm going to show you some variations on how to do these movements. What we're doing is engaging this entire area, including stability in the back and the sides. Core integrity keeps us upright so we don't fall over in any direction. The stronger you are, the more balanced you can also become and use less energy through general body movements. Okay. You guys okay with the volume here? I've got a little bit of music in the background. I don't want it to be too loud. Yeah, you're good? Okay. These movements are from Pilates, and this is how we're going to do the first movement. You're going to come onto your elbows is option number 1. Option number 2 is you're going to lie down with your head down. Option number 3 is you lift the shoulders off the floor. I'm going to start right here. Hands are flat, elbows are underneath the shoulders, so they're not flared out to the sides. They're tucked, and this will support my body weight. Now, I'm going to lift both legs up, shins parallel with the floor, and flex the feet. So I'm not pointing the toes, I'm in flexion. And then I'm going to extend one heel forward, tap, come back, and the other leg forward for leg extension. These are single leg extensions. Any amount here that you can do is good. So this is with the elbows in this particular position. The other one is to lie down and do it that way. The other one is to lift the shoulders up so you've got more engagement into your core, and then you do it that way. You can also lift the arms up and overhead. Lower back is touching the floor the whole time. So I go to neutral, reset, and then switch. You can also bring your hands behind your head if you lift the shoulders off the floor. These are all varying levels of intensity. You may want to start just with the elbows, even with one leg down, and switch the leg is also a great way to get started in this movement. So you do a single leg, just the weight of the leg requires your core to engage and support the weight when you're doing it in control. So we do it slow. As you progress, you're going to lie on your back and do it with both legs off the floor. Okay, take a quick break. Only doing it for about 45 seconds. And then we take a quick break. Next movement. This time what we're going to do, these are all Pilates inspired movements. Again, whether you lie on your back or whether you're up on your elbows, let's just do this up on the elbows for now. Remember, the elbows are underneath the shoulders. I'm going to bring the feet together. The frog leg or butterfly leg position here. I'm going to lift the legs up, and then I extend straight, tap, and then come back. Both legs. Back and forth. So you try and keep the bottoms of your feet touching. Turn to the side. And you go out. Come back, and you go out, and you come back. Any amount. If you can only go a little, you only go a little. You can even bring your hands underneath your butt or your lower back if you want a bit of support. If you're finding this painful in your lower back, it's because this area here is not engaging or contracting enough to protect that lower back. Do you want the abdominal muscles contracting? Keeps all the pressure out of the lower back. If the front is happy, the back is happy, and vice versa. You might only extend a little bit. You might extend all the way. Last one. Whew. And take a quick break. Rock your legs a little bit side to side. Notice what you're feeling in your lower back when we're doing frontal body movements. The lower back tends to kick in if the front is a little bit weaker. So we want to really engage a lot of strength here to take all that pressure off the lower back. Okay, this time we're going to do both legs again, but not butterfly. They're going to be straight. Again, any amount here. Keep your legs together, keep your feet together. You're going to lift, flex the feet, tap forward, maybe a little bit, and come back. Maybe a little bit more. Come back. Maybe straight all the way, and come back. So any amount here that you can do. Again, maybe it's a little, and you touch, and you come back. Try not to touch if possible, but if you do, that's okay too. Remember, these are progressive. The full movement is for the heels not to touch, and you extend, and you lift, extension and flexion. Any amount. Maybe a little, maybe the heels touch. In about 45 seconds of movement. Let's do the last one. And take a quick break. Whew, okay. And just have a sip of water. Good job, everyone. Okay, I love this next movement. This is called bird dog. We're going to be lying on our back. Just watch me for a second. What we're going to do here is you're going to bend the knees, and if you notice, the legs aren't flopping here. I'm actively holding the legs here, shins parallel with the floor, or perpendicular, or parallel with the floor, and then the feet are flexed. Now, you're going to take both arms back, and this time let's do it a little bit differently. Bring both hands onto your lap, both hands onto the lap. You're going to release the right leg and right arm. and then come back, have the two touching, and then switch and do the other side. This is called a bird dog in an upside down position. And we try and keep the lower back up. There we go. Sorry, AirPods are falling out here. Keep the lower back onto the floor as we do this movement. So you do want to have, remember when we did that posterior pelvic tilt? This is what the posterior pelvic tilt does in this position. Lower back staying on the floor. And that's what creates the core stability when the lower back is on the floor while we do these movements. Last few. Last one. And take a quick break. Okay, a couple more to go. This is similar, but a little bit different. Okay, what we're going to do here, just watch me again for a second. Both arms go up. Both legs go up. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop the left leg out, right arm out. Come back to center. Right leg out, left arm out to the side, and then back to center. And then you switch. So this is the bird dog, but it's a side bird dog. So opposite arm, opposite leg, go to the side. Drop the leg, drop the arm. Carole King. Whew. Okay, also super challenging to keep our body in a fairly neutral position as we drop the opposite arm and opposite leg. And if you get all messed up like I just did, then you're going to reset. Right leg, left arm. A little coordination required. There we go. Okay, one last one. Right leg, left arm, and back to reset. Ooh, okay, one more. I'll turn to the side a little bit. Bridge pose, you've done this with me before. Bend your legs, feet to the floor. Try and tickle the back of the heels with your fingertips if you can. Arms can be by your side, arms can be overhead. Any of those positions work really well. Lower back onto the floor. You're going to press into your heels and lift the pelvis off the floor. Squeeze your bum, lift as high as you can. Lower as you come down. Lift and lower. We're going to go up and down in bridge pose position. So we go up high. You try and go as high as you can so you maybe get some space between your shoulder blades. Lower with control. And then right back up again. And then lower. Up and down. 45 solid seconds of movement. When you lift your hips up, press the knees forward. Hips up, knees forward. Last 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Last movement. Hold high as you possibly can. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now lower down. Rock your legs a little bit side to side. And then we can get off the floor because we're done. Whew. Good job, everyone. Stay with me one quick second. I'll do our daily attendance. And you'll be all good to go. Okay, I'm going to load the program up in a little while so you can have it on the library, and you can repeat those movements. Try and do at least 2 to 3 sets to gain the strength. A little heads up on schedule. Sunday yoga will be off this weekend, so we're going to take a bit of a break for the long weekend. So 2 classes are off. Sunday yoga and Monday our boot camp is off as well for Monday. So I'm going to take a bit of a break, okay? But all the stuff, of course, is online in the library for you to enjoy and do the workouts anyway. But back on Friday. Thank you.
Hey, have a good day. Thanks.
Well, thank you. And I'll see you on Friday. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.